A very good morning to you all. This morning we have a talk about smart cities. We talk about the world's smartest cities. And Singapore, Helsinki, Zurich are, according to the Smart City Index Report 2020, one of the smartest in the world. We want to understand what that means for us. And we have Diana here from Singapore explaining to us what is a smart city.
Thank you and good morning. Thank you for having me. Good morning to one and all. Yes, I'm a Singaporean and I'm going to tell you a little bit more insight detailed about smart cities. Once again, I thank the whole world and of course my country for being one of the top smart cities internationally. I'm really proud of it. It's really a call for celebration. When we talk about a smart city, we are not talking about someone who wears a tie and a suit and drive a big car and go to an office building to work. We're actually talking about digital technology that help us to move fast, to move accurately, and to get things done conveniently. So we have robots servicing in food centers, shopping malls, even hospitals, elderly care, supermarkets, etc., etc. And bus and trains and express trains are using fare cards. We call it the top-up cards, where you can use a day-to-day basis, a monthly or yearly basis. You use this card, you tap, you go on board, and you tap. So this is how we do, and that is all cashless. When we talk about cashless here, like in a shopping mall or supermarkets, we're talking about we doing our own purchase, tapping the items, using our cards to pay, and money is deducted automatically without a cashier helping you or servicing you. The same thing goes to bars, pubs, and restaurants where you place your orders, the robots or the conveyor belts serve you your meals, and the cards that you tapped actually made the payment automatically, immediately. So again, we do not have a cashier standing by waiting for you at the end of your meal to collect your payment or do your payment for you. You actually slap your card and your payment is done and your food is delivered, or you help yourself with the food because the robots actually put it on the conveyor belt. You take your food, go to your seats, take your meal. Using the card to slap, your payment is done. But it's still being safely done that nobody could cheat because there are always civilians, cameras, and security guards at the entrance of the door to make sure you have done accordingly. And we have, sorry to say that, police patronizing on public parks to make sure, especially this year, pandemic 2020, people want to be safe distancing. People want to make sure everything is in place and the gardens and parks publicly are no litterings are clean. So we have police patronizing, controlling, and they use robotic dogs. The robotic dogs that hide in bushes, watching you and barks at you when you fail to abide rules and regulations. If you violate certain laws, they will bark at you, they will chase you, and they will stop you.
Wow, that looks like a very futuristic view here. Yes, but what does it mean specifically for you? If you look at the smart city concept, what is important to understand and what should I do? Yeah,
I think if you are a person who is illiterate in digital technology, it's a call now to buckle up, go for courses, take up some lessons, get to understand how you work with computer, with digital technology, with electronical devices, because only then you are welcome to the new world. Because we understand that moving backwards is not going to help the world to move the right pace. Of course, we're also worried at the same time, simultaneously, that maybe we are overexerting the world. But where do we put ourselves if we do not move ahead? So by doing so, I guess the digital technology is implemented today in our world and for the future world. The younger generations are already on a top notch using handphones, as you can see. They are very well versed with their laptops usage, computers, and so on and so forth. And for the adults, my age, some of us are good, some of us are not so well versed. We are taking up and courses and we are catching up with the phase. And for the elderly, we have to give them full support. In Singapore, the seniors have community to serve them and give them classes and teach the seniors to use WhatsApp, say for example, Facebook, how to go into sending messages, photos, sharing videos. My father is one example. He's a senior himself. He helps his community, his circle of friends, because he knows a little bit more than the rest. So he helped them. Every morning they go for coffee together. He would show his phone and start tapping on the phone and sliding the phone, showing his friends how to send pictures, videos, messages, voice messages, and Google to get information with his friends so that they get to learn too.
At one point, you should make a decision to what level you want to integrate it into your daily life. There are new services out there to be explored. They make you more efficient, but they also may take away a little part of it, some in terms of privacy if you go onto Facebook. Also with the payment, if you don't do it correctly, what does it mean? You lose your tapping card, your fare card, this money is gone. You are not using internet banking safely. You get disadvantages you may not have with cash in your hand.
So, yes, and I agree with you, and that's why again and again, even myself or to my parents or elderlies, we always have to remind them that they use sites that is being locked. You only need to see the symbol that is locked. You make sure your messages are encrypted. You make sure that you're not revealing to unknown sites your personal details, especially financial details.
And the best thing is to educate yourself. I think that's always the first step. Get familiar with these new services, and then step by step find ways how to improve your daily life. Yeah, and at one point we are actually implementing it. We are at work using Zoom calls, video calls more than ever, and it happens so quickly.
Yeah, because of the pandemic 2020, even politicians are going on virtual meetings.
Get ready for smart city. I think Wolfsburg is one of the smart cities
they're catching
become.
Up.
I think they.
I hope they catch up really soon, very fast.
And I see that the city is preparing themselves for the digital world, the electrified mobility. The transformation of the Nordkopf area is I think, one example.
Yeah, but I think that at the moment with Wolfsburg, because of Volkswagen, you guys are concentrating on vehicles, transport, cars first. But I think the city itself has to work on digital city, meaning going into smart cities like Singapore, Helsinki, and Zurich. What they're doing is they're not only basically doing and concentrating on cars. They're doing it for all-rounders, for bars, pubs, malls, shopping centers, restaurants, supermarkets, schools, offices, building, etc. All the silver and public services has to be growing and progressing into the smart city way of life and not just the car or engineering field.
So thank you very much for your views. That was very interesting. We will for sure catch up and come back later, chat up again with you.
And of course, don't forget to read after our talk here, an article about smart cities. Singapore, Helsinki and Zurich, they are your examples of making the world a smart world.
Thanks very much and see you soon. Have a good week.
Thank you.